Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on the SKF, which is the ultra short for the financial sector, which is leveraged by 2. So in other words, whenever the financial sector is heading in the down direction, this is going up at 2 times that pace, and vice versa. If the market if the financial sector is going up, this is going down at 2 times that pace. So it's one that day traders really like to play, and short-term swing traders. I play it quite a bit, and I also like to just follow it because, as we know, the financials are playing a pretty big role in dictating the way the markets are fluctuating right now. So most of the times, if the banking sector and financials are all heading up, the market will follow right behind, or vice versa. So it's always good to track these financial type ETFs, and to get an idea of kind of what things may be going on in the market. So for the SKF, I'm going to go over the 15-minute, 30-minute, and 60-minute time periods. The daily is pretty flat, but by looking at these intraday time periods, it's looking like we might be getting a bounce up here more, and I'll explain this as we go. First thing I want to point out here is, well, let me take a step back. Right now I am on the 15-minute chart, and as you can see back here in early May, gap down real low, and then just took right back off. So what that's telling us is we opened up way down here, and the market just thought that was way too cheap for this and went up. Now keep in mind, when this is going up, that means the financial sector is going down. And then once again we came down here to the same exact spot, closed a little bit below it, but nothing drastic, and then look what happened again. Just shot right back up. So that's telling me that this level down here is heavy support, and the price doesn't really like being down there. It's almost kind of like a rocket launcher in the sense. Came down here, shot right back up, closed right around here. Next day actually gapped up, pulled back a little bit, and then just went on a big run. So this level looks like it's a pretty strong support. Now the next thing to note is on the pullback that we had after this big move here. So we had this sort of pullback. We need to note where this low was. This level down here was right around $39. This low right here is right around $41. So we have made a higher low. Here's the first low now, and here's the second one. This now gives us the ability to draw an uptrend line in the short term. Keep in mind, this is the 15-minute chart. At the same time, we're also not making any new highs. We came up here, however, on this bounce failed to make a new high. On this bounce, put in a little miniature double top here, and are now working on it. So by doing that, we can draw another trend line that is pointing down, and even if we wanted to use this point and this point, you can see that the trend lines are basically meeting up at the exact same spot. However, we are much closer to this resistance level than this support level, so it's looking like we could get a move to the upside here. Now going to the 30-minute chart, you can see that these two trend lines still hold true, and same philosophy. And actually, I want to go back real quick and make a note. Notice the 200 period moving average here. This is the long-term one that kind of gives the overall trend, and this one has finally gone sideways. So on the 15-minute chart, we've gone sideways, and we're up close to that resistance level. Now going to the 30-minute, you can see that the long-term 200 period is still sloping down. However, we did break above it at the close of today, and as you can see, we have been struggling both here and here, knock the price back down. So it'll be very interesting on Tuesday, because remember, Monday is Memorial Day, to see if this will continue up, since we have gotten through this 2-period moving average. We also have the 50 period starting to curl up, so you'll need to keep your eye on that too, as that's showing some leveling off also. Now hopping over here to the 60-minute, you can see that once again this pattern is holding true, and If we can break out of this pattern, my price target for SKF is going to be right up here around $52, $53, maybe just say 55 to keep it safe. But this is a dynamic moving average, meaning that as time increases, this is sloping down, so this will get less and less. However, with the way this pattern's shaping up, meaning we're making higher lows, and right up next to this downtrend line here, I'm looking for a break to the upside and go up and give this between $50 and $55 level test. So that means that if that happens, the financial sector will be heading down, and more than likely the overall market will also be heading down. So it's worth keeping your eye on. And a lot of the other stocks, FAZ, which is triple leveraged, I'm guessing pretty much has the same type of pattern. But the main point here is we had these drops here and here. However, both times it dropped to this level, the price quickly kicked it back up, and we haven't seen those levels since, and we have been making higher highs. So it's worth watching and seeing what happens. But I think this next week may present a little bit more of a pullback within the financial sector. But once again, that's all determining on this trend line here. We haven't broken above it yet, so we could get denied again and pull back. The one kind of asterisk by things right now is, does this trend line fall or not? If it does, then I'm looking for between a $50 and $55 price target. So once again, this was the SKF, and we went over the 15, 30, and 60 minute chart periods. Thanks for listening.